Hey, welcome back to the guide. Next up in the series, we're going to be taking a look at Petey Piranha Strikes Back on Bianco Hills. Alrighty, it looks like we're going to have a rematch with Petey Piranha. We, of course, took a look at a boss fight with him back in the third video of the series. He was up on top of the windmill last time we saw him, and this time it looks like he's going to be snoozing over there up on those cliffs. So we'll go ahead and head on over in that direction. And actually getting up to him can be sort of, as I mess up my buttons there. I meant to switch to the hover nozzle, but I press the button. It's Y that does the kind of over the shoulder sort of almost first person view. I haven't mentioned it yet, but when I recorded all of this footage, I hadn't played Super Mario Sunshine in many years, so I kind of mess up some of the buttons sometimes, which is funny. I promise I get better by the end. Anyway, getting up to Petey Piranha can be sort of, not very clear. This is how I like to do it. I like to hop up here on top of this building. There's a wire that's attached to the roof of this one. Otherwise, if you do a fancy wall kick off of the cliffside there, you can also reach that wire. But I think it's got to be like a double or triple jump into a wall kick into maybe some hovering, and it's kind of a complicated jump, so getting up on top of that wire from the roof is probably the easier way to do it. We're seeing these sort of pig water balloon things for the first time. I think these are absolutely hilarious. I wish there were more of them in the game. You really only see them in a few spots, but yeah, if you get near them, they'll just sort of attach to Flood's nozzle, and if you try spraying water, they'll fill up, and they'll, like when you release the spray button, or your trigger R, they'll fly off. And in this case, we woke up Petey Piranha by hitting him with one, which is pretty funny. And apparently Petey Piranha can fly. No one told me. But the way this boss fight works is he seems to be invulnerable while he's moving. I think Flood actually may say those exact words word for word. But yeah, there you go. As you can see, he stopped moving. So I was able to shoot him with water, which brought him down. I'm not really sure what the difference is supposed to be between him moving and him being still, but when he's moving, you can't do that. You have to wait for him to stop, and then you can shoot him. I do believe he makes a certain sound when he's vulnerable, like when he's sitting still in the air. But I kind of have a feeling that the sound doesn't always play. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in this little village right now. And, in a lot of these older video games, only a certain number of sound effects can play at the same time. And I kind of feel like, certain sounds sort of get dropped off in this area, or missed, if you will. I don't know what else to call it. But so I kind of feel like you really should be watching him with your eyes, not your ears. Don't listen for it, because it may not help you. In fact, if I remember right, let's watch here. I don't know if you caught that. You might have to watch that part again. But he played the sound that I'm thinking of for like 1 second, and then it stopped. Normally it plays for longer than that. So I'm thinking that demonstrated what I was talking about there. But anyway, it's not important. I don't know why I'm going on so much about this, but moving past that, once Petey Piranha gets on the ground, the fight is more or less the same as it was when we fought him the first time. He does have that tornado ability, which is new, but I don't believe it does damage. I think it's just sort of annoying. I could be wrong about that. But a lot of times he'll land and he'll spin around real fast, and that tornado will kind of spin around with him. And if it does hit you, I think it just kind of throws you up into the air. Otherwise, doesn't really do a whole lot. But in any case, this will be our third attack on Petey Piranha. I lost him there for a second in the sky. It's kind of funny. Again, there's that tornado. That's kind of why I stand further back. I don't get right up in his face when he lands. But filling up his mouth for the last time. Go ahead and... His innie became an outie, man. That's kind of disturbing. But I won't comment on that anymore. Getting swarmed by those pig balloons, man. I love them. They're so great. They're so perfect. They can actually be sort of annoying on this shine, because like you'll be in that first person over the shoulder mode, like looking up in the sky, trying to spray Petey Piranha, and they'll just keep on attaching to your nozzle and you won't be able to spray properly. It's awesome. I don't know why I love it so much. Anyway, though, I think that's going to do it for that shine. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.